This is exactly why you need to wait, just because of where we're at here. Oh, coach, but it's a second 2-minute EWO. Yeah, but it's also on the pre-market high, right? On our pre-market upper level. So even though our 2-minute is flipped, we want to make sure we have confirmation above here. Does this make sense, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Because if you blindly just get into this, but not knowing this critical level, right, you're already going to be in the red, pulling back to the 200 and wondering why you got in right there. But coach, that doesn't work. Yeah, it does. Pay attention to what else is going on at the exact same spot. Here we go. TANH, 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 Tan Tech Holdings, 13 million volume, super low float, 2 million here. Lots of volume. I see sellers at 119 and 120. Get a break of 120 on this. You might get a nice move. Wait for the break of $1.20 on TANH. Mark it on your screens. Everybody see this? $1.20. Mark it. Gold level. Boom. GME now up 2.67%. It was red 3.5%. Now GME is up 2.5%. Found support at 2120. 2120. SPY right here. Let's take a look. SPY on our 2-minute EWO. Still waiting here. You had a nice buyer's candle right here, but it still cannot get around this area. Everybody see this? It's just sitting here. I need it to break this level, and then we can long it on the 2-minute EWO. Oh, I got you. Okay, yep. TANH, everybody. The break of $1.20. So on the break of $1.20, hammer that pig, but you guys are going to make sure you have a stop. At least $1.14. There it goes. There it goes. TANH, the break of 120, now at 129. TANH. Told you on the break of 120. There's 129. TANH. Lot of volume here. TANH up 96%. Tons of buyers. Look at the L2 on that. Oh my gosh. Did that halt?
Any news?
It halted.
There it is.
Yep, halted.
Now remember on TANH, this is an extremely highly volatile stock. Make sure you move up your stops. Make sure you shed when you can. I don't want anybody holding this. Now listen, real quick. Just because you have a stop in there doesn't mean you're not going to lose money. What I mean by that, let's say it's at $1.29, you paid $1, we'll just say $1.21, okay? Let's say your stop was set at $1.25. Well, listen, just because you have your stop at $1.25 doesn't mean it's going to sell at $1.25. What happens is the stop order gets placed, then it starts to fill, and until all of them are sold off, right? It could be here, here, here. It's selling, 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 and it finally gets out. Okay? So don't ever think your stop is the end-all, be-all. And this is why I tell you, make sure you're careful with position size, depending upon how much is going into this. So it looks like TANH could safely handle, looks like about 5,000 shares, probably 2,000 to 5,000 shares before it gets so clogged up, it could take a while to sell off. Does that make sense, everybody? Yeah. So the more of them you have, think about it. If you had 10,000 shares, right? And it first sells 1,000 here and then 2,000 here and 4,000 gets filled here and then another 1,000 here, right? It's trying to fill the order. It's just telling it, hey, get rid of it. All you're doing is you're holding up your hand with a card that says, sell all this. And then people got to buy it from you, right?
So that always applies to any market sell. It'll just sell as much as it can as it heads down.
That's correct. That's a market sell. That's correct. Yep. You're just telling it, hey, go ahead and release it. The order goes out. Now, if you guys are on Lightspeed or Interactive Brokers where it's a faster one-to-one connection, it's almost a 1-for-1 as long as there's a buyer, right? The second you click go, it's out of your hands.